Hello, and welcome to day 23 of the 31 days where we are talking about shifting from fear to freedom this 2022 and beyond. Today, we are going to talk about the secret to living a fulfilling and fearless life. All right, so notice I didn't say fear free life, I said a fearless life. Why? Because fear is always going to be a part of life no matter what. So, what we can do is to learn how to be aware of it, how to acknowledge the fears around us, and mostly how to live our lives fully, regardless of fear being present in our lives. I'm sure I'm safe to say that we all want to live a full, happy, and satisfied life. For some of us, it need not to be a life that, is just fulfilling with achievements and happiness, but a life that also has no regrets. That we know that at the end of it all, we can sit here or sleep there and look up and say, you know what? I did my best. I lived my best life. This is what I call, I left no stone unturned. So the question is, how many of us actually go on to that experience that, will leave us with no stone left unturned? Because sometimes it sounds like it's impossible to live such a fulfilling life or a dream life. Many people will say, that's just a fantasy than reality. Well, it's not. It's not a fantasy. Once you decide that you want to make it a reality, why is it that we have seen so many people living what they are calling fulfilled lifestyles, creating fulfilling lifestyles? And fulfilling, remember now, it depends on you, what you term to be fulfilling and what the next person will term to be fulfilling. So, what is a fulfilling life for you? If your life had to be fulfilling, what would that look like? So many a time, right, especially living here in the United States, many of the lifestyles that we live, it's all about the bills and paying the bills or providing for the family. And you hear many people saying that, how can I even have a fulfilling life when it's all about the bills and it's all about, providing for my family? Well, there's some truth to that. I won't argue with you. There is some truth to that. And I'm happy to say that financial freedom is not the only answer to living a fulfilling life. There is more to living a fulfilling life than just having financial freedom. But like my sister Nikki says, you can have a little bit of freedom and more options when you've got money. So it makes it a little better to have the money, to have the financial freedom. And hence, that's why many people will seek financial freedom so that they can have those fulfilling lifestyles. Living a fulfilling life is within reach. When you rekindle your purpose and desire to live a fulfilling life that you define, then things will start rolling and dots will start connecting. That means you will start to connect with your desires. You start getting excited about what matters in your life. You start getting in touch with what it is that you need to do in order to achieve that kind of lifestyle. I know. It sounds easier said than done, right? It's all about setting the intention and going after what it is that your heart desires. So I'm going to start you off with that. I'm going to encourage you to grab a journal and answer the following questions as a first step towards finding or creating a fulfilling life for yourself, especially in this upcoming new year and beyond. Here are the questions. How do you want your life to look like 3 years from now? How are you spending your days right now? Where are you living? What people are you spending time with? Who are your models, your role models? Just those few questions. I want you to start on that. Just answer those few questions. You can rewind and then hear me asking the questions again. But as you prepare for 2022 and beyond, I'm excited to connect with you so that I can hear some of the answers that you put together. And we can prepare on how to take your next best steps to creating that fulfilling life. Because my heart desire is to be able to have a community of fellow women that are ready to create those lifestyles. Because guess what? It's possible. We have footprints already. We have ways that it has been done already. But together, we can create lifestyles that we can look back, all of us, and say, you know what? We never left any stone untouched. So go ahead and grab your journal and then answer those 4 questions that I gave you. And if you want to share those questions with me, please contact me through the link that is within the comments system, or you can inbox me and say, hey, I want to email you my responses to those questions. I'll be happy to see what you come up with. Until then, this is Dr. STEM. Be encouraged.